Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be creating and doing a wood rack with wheels on it, basically made out of 2x4s and I believe 4x4s. So don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell icon, and let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I just want to say that I'm not a professional woodworker. This is not brand new wood, and pretty much this is just wood that's been given to me and wood that I found on piles that people don't want. Actually, so basically all this wood, except the some of the 2x4s and the plywood I bought. But most of the, like I would say about 4 2x4s and those 4x4s that you see and those 6x4s or 6x4s you see, those were all given to me by my brother. He works for a construction company and they pretty much throw these away, so he just gave them to me so I could use them. So this is basically made out of a recycled material. Like I said, I'm not a professional woodworker, so this is pretty much just rough cuts, and it's something that I'm gonna be building just to for it to be functional. This rack, it's nothing pretty. So just if you guys wanna, sand it down, paint it, whatever you guys want to do. This is just an idea of a rough cut of this shelf. So starting off here with this shelf, pretty much it's the front posts are 6x4s, the back ones are 4x4s, and they do have dado cuts, so it's made out of 2x4s. 4x4s and 6x4s and regular plywood, basically framing screws. The length of this is 76 inches, 6 feet for about 4.5. The width is just under 2 feet, and the height is 5 feet total. Seems like that's one of the strongest joints there is. Like I said, I'm a professional woodworker, and as you can see on that picture, that 4x4 on the bottom, it's kind of broken, and it's I had to repair it actually because it was beat up. So what I did is I put some glue in between the cracks, and then I clamped it, so it's good as a rock now. But as you can see, it's not the prettiest thing. Like I said, it's thrown away wood. People that throw away all this wood. That is the dado joint there with 2x4s for the plywood. 2x4 cut on the back, and a 2x6 cut on the front. And then what I'm doing there is I'm pretty much cutting all the boards that are in between the shelves. There's actually 4. I have to cut 4 2x4s, 21 inches for each level. So it's gonna be 2 at the end and 2 in the middle. Right now I'm actually cutting the dados. These are the 6x6. As you can see, and the miter saw does have an adjustment, so when you put down the blade, it only goes to certain height. And like I said, I did put the settings about 2 inches above the ground. So basically, so you got a dado with 2 inches, so you can fit a 2x4 in the dado joint. Like I said, it's my first time doing this, and don't blame me. I'm not a professional woodworker here. This is my first time doing these dado joint cuts. So if you guys, don't be too hard on me. But if you do got any suggestions, obviously I'll take them and I'll learn from them. You can feel free to leave me a comment down below. But I do have a table saw. The reason why I'm doing it with the miter saw is because my table saw doesn't have a blade and doesn't have a fence, and I'm still trying to get that set up. So the only thing I have available to do this is the miter saw and a regular circular saw. And as you can see, I already got the dado cuts. I'm doing the final cuts there so I can get a nice dado cut. What am I doing right now is I'm actually breaking the excess wood, the wood that I've been cutting. And as you can see, there's always some wood that's left over. So what you do there, I'll show you guys right now. Doing the top right now, the top part of the post, because the 2x4 is gonna rest on the top of this, and this is pretty much gonna be flat. So what you do if you got an uneven surface, just go over with the back and forth with the blade. And then again, you guys are doing this at your own risk. I'm not responsible for any injuries or anything flying off and hitting anybody. I'm just doing this by myself, just as demonstration or entertainment purposes. As you can see, that's the way I do it, to clean out all the wood that flies or that is still attached to that part. So I run the board back and forth, and pretty much that's the way I clean the dado joints there. Well, this was it for today. This is part 1 of this building a rack. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, and stay tuned for part 2. I will be assembling the rack, and like I said, alright, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.